Okay, Facebook and YouTube, good afternoon. Today I kind of want to issue what I call, and I didn't know other people were doing it, so I hope you all don't think I'm just piggybacking off of what's popular. But I actually want to issue a fishbowl challenge to all of my subscribers. Because a lot of times fishbowls somewhat have a bad rap, and people kind of speak against them and say, oh, you shouldn't have them, and they don't even know why they're saying you should not have them. And what I just real quickly want to say about a fishbowl, I had a breeding pair of White Cloud Minnows. When I first got them, they were in like a 2-gallon nano tank, and they produced babies in that tank. But I did lose them because I didn't know how to. Well, actually, I did too much, and I overdid it, and the babies did not survive. So I moved my minnows to a 10-gallon tank, thinking bigger is better. They never bred for me at all. Then I moved them to a fishbowl, not this one, but it was a different one. And I ended up getting 5 generations of babies, which are still living to this very day. And that was 2 years ago when I had them. And the bowl that I had them in was exactly the same as this one. It comes from Micheals, which is the arts and crafts store. You can get it for, I think it's like $20 through $22. And it fits about 3 gallons of water. And you can really do some elaborate things with this. This particular one is very, very simple for right now. Because this is day, I guess you would call it week 1, day 1 of the challenge. It's just like I guess it's called coconut driftwood. It's really not driftwood. It's just like a coconut rind or whatever, but it's covered, and then it has Java fern on it, a couple clusters of that, and it's sanded, and then there's just a couple pebbles in there. So I have about 4 feeder guppies. And like I said, the only other thing I've had here are White Cloud Minnows and of course snails, which this one kind of will probably develop snails, because anytime you have plants, the eggs usually come whether you want them to or not. But I think this is pretty beautiful. It's, like I say, it's just the beginning stages of it. As time goes on, I'm going to definitely add stuff. My most successful bowl, I had a whole bunch of narrow leaf anacris in it. And I think that kind of like inspired my fish to feel comfortable to breed, because I've always been told that if they're not happy and if they're not comfortable, they don't reproduce for the most part. And they definitely don't survive. So the narrow leaf anacris kind of helps that particular species to keep breeding over and over and over. But I just, like I said, I want to issue this challenge to anybody on my channel. You don't even have to really be an experienced fish keeper. Just try something different. You know, if you're a person that says, I don't have a tank, well, fine, you don't have a tank. But at least try the bowl. The fish I would suggest are probably something like these, like feeder guppies. I know for a fact White Cloud Minnows, because I did it. Some people say platies. I'm not sure if I would do that, because I know how active they are, but it probably would not hurt to try it. And that's the thing with the fish hobby. I think so many times people fall into one size fits all, and then people don't even try stuff just because someone else told them you can't do it. When in reality, if you were to create an environment where the fish, it's the proper temperature, they do get fed, you keep up with water changes, and then you have plants that can assist in that process, it's probably not as bad as everyone thinks it is. You know, I look at it like a part of a river where like a log might fall, or sometimes rivers get diverted, like the sand, like the water will shift, and then it creates like a pool way off from the river, and fish get trapped in there, and they don't die, they survive. So that's how I look at these bowls and like nano tanks. People always make it the worst, like if you don't have a 1,000,000-gallon tank, that it's a bad idea, when in reality it could be probably comfortable for certain fish. So that's the fishbowl challenge, and like I say, this one is going to build up. I'm glad I did it when it's simple, because by the time it's done, all the way done, people can see the journey of it and how far it has come. So join with me on the journey. Go purchase yourself a fishbowl. You can make sure you kind of put it, see, this one is kind of close to a window. It would probably do better if it was even closer than this. But you want it to have like a lot of natural light. And you could, like, some people cheat and put it next to like a lampstand or something. Nothing's wrong with it. But I'm a person, I like stuff to be as natural as it can be. So there you have it. So whoever wants to join me on it, please do. Just put in the comment box, challenge accepted. And let's get going. Let's see who can do what with these fish bowls. All right, thanks a lot.